Hey, Mark here, and I have a really cool giveaway for you. Actually, I have two really cool giveaways for you. This is a good day. I'm really pleased because I love both of these films. So I have 5 4K UHD Blu-rays of Project Hail Mary, and I have 5 digital copies of Jackass Best and Last up for grabs. And if you're interested in winning a awesome 4K copy or a digital copy, just shoot me a message. Be like, Mark, I love Project Hail Mary. I love Jackass. These are both wonderful giveaways that I will get for completely free. And all I have to do is message you and be like, hey, Mark, put me in. I would love to enter for a chance to win. So yeah, shoot me a message if you would like to win a 4K copy of Project Hail Mary or Jackass Best and Last. Watch Jackass Best and Last at home on digital with deleted scenes. The dazzling, heartwarming space odyssey Project Hail Mary is now in 4K UHD, Blu-ray, and DVD. Ryan Gosling stars as a science teacher who wakes up on a spaceship with no memory of who he is or why he's there. As his memories return, he must uncover their mystery behind a force threatening Earth's sun. And an unexpected friendship may be humanity's best hope. On Project Hail Mary now on 4K UHD, Blu-ray, and DVD.
Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me, Megan Hoffmeyer.
Is there a newer DJ Valentine, Billy Business, and Brendan Peters? This is Nani Boetes. This is Nathan Leahy. David Cross. It's Jake Lewitt. Norbert Morvan. It's Lisa Leahy. Joey Lewandowski. John Levingood. Professor Mike Dillon. Nick Riak. Niall Moore. Eric Hoffmeyer. It's Johnny Nunn. Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is Norbert Ramming Speed Morvan.
For 20 years, I've been eating shit. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So now I'm changing the menu. From here on, everything I eat's going to be shit-free.
Nice driving, butt wipe.
Yeah, give us a kiss. Come on, give us a kiss. Give us a kiss. Slater. Christian
Every
Slater.
time, let's just float around for a little bit. See where we go. Drive around until we run out of gas.
Hey, look at the tapes in this car, man. What's going on? Whoever it is, they're like Pat Benatar, Eddie Money, and the soundtrack to Footloose. Oh my God. This is my car from high school.
I had a Foghat Live cassette that I bought at a gas station stuck in my truck. And so for years, it just wouldn't come out. So I just had Foghat Live in my cassette player.
Things that do not happen in the streaming era, man. Just, this radio is different. The radio's stuck on 107.5. Yeah.
I still remember finding it at a gas station on Score. And that just got stuck.
Station.
It was my Mercury Cougar. I had a Mercury Cougar.
That is the car that would happen to.
V8,
absolutely.
V8 Mercury Cougar. That thing moved.
Oh yeah, roomy too.
Yeah,
roomy.
Big car, big engine. Like that thing. A college kid should not have that.
No, not at all. Not at all.
I had a Dodge Shadow that I got for. Oh, sorry, Norbert.
No, I'm sorry. You're fine. I was just gonna say a slight step down from those massive Cadillacs that everybody used to drive.
I think it had some guts, man. I loved it. Yeah, I had a Regal before that. And that got into an accident, and then I bought before that. Well, I had a Dodge Shadow that I bought for $1,500. It was $1,500. Well, it had a leaky top when it rained. Speaking of hard rain, and they had no air. And towards the end, the windows wouldn't go down. And then my wipers. I was driving to college for an orientation my sophomore year, which was like 2002, and it was pouring rain, leaking in my car. Everything was fogged up, and my windshield wipers wouldn't work. So I took the shoestrings off my shoe. I tied them around my windshield wiper to keep it on so it wouldn't fall off.
Those were the days.
No way, man. So great back then. Those are the days. No.
Oh my God.
I think, yeah. But that's it. But Hard Rain. This is the second time we've covered on Movies, Films, and Flicks. Every time I watch it, I get more and more impressed with how they made it. Like Graham Yost, right? He's made a name for himself. Justified, Band of Brothers. I mean,
yes.
This guy's, the American, Speed, the Pacific. This guy from Earth to the Moon, Slow Horses, Silo. Like this dude is the Americans. Like he's a legitimate guy. John Adams. Holy crap.
Creative force, man. Creative force.
Like I love that he's like, okay, what would be a good movie? Okay. A heist during a flood, and
ticking clock. Yep.
And what makes me happy though is that like they went, yeah, we'll make it. So they go rent a gigantic factory in like California. They build gigantic tanks. We're talking massive tanks. They build
Hmm.
sets, and it was a big pulley system on the roof because they used to build planes in there. So they
Hmm.
built
Hmm.
sets over sets so they could lift sets up to shoot the next scene ahead of time.
Hmm.
Like, like so they didn't lose a lot of time. This is a technical marvel of a movie that looks great. It
It really
looks
is.
great.
It really does. It really, really does. This $70 million movie, and you can see it on the screen.
Yeah.
There's no question. There's no question, man. The action looks incredible. There's
Yeah.
no boring action scenes. The gunplay is nice.
The
Morgan
camera
Freeman gets a
shakes, dude. The camera
Morgan Free.
shakes whenever the
Yeah,
guns go off and you feel it.
yeah. Morgan Freeman gets a slow-mo bursting out from underwater double handgun thing like he's in a John Woo flick. And I mean,
You get the sweet
yo,
boat jump.
okay. We get jet skis,
Yes.
20th century. You know what I'm saying?
This
There's
movie,
nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with the action in this film. Nothing.
and think about it too. You had Randy Quaid, who's coming off Independence Day. You have Morgan Freeman,
Hmm.
who's like Shawshank Redemption and just
Hmm.
on fire. Christian Slater coming off Broken Arrow. Minnie
Hmm.
Driver, Gross Point Blank, Goodwill Hunting, Hard Rain. You have Ed Asner just hanging out, which is awesome. You have a good cast, a hot cast, and like you have the DP shot The Abyss.
There you go.
He's been there, done that. Norbert. Like
Yeah, that's right.
this guy, like I think he'd been through it. So he's like, guys, I shot The Abyss. I can shoot Hard Rain. It's fine. Like I
There's
got this.
100%, 100%.
And
The
like
behind the scenes on The Abyss, those people, their stories of James Cameron just being judge, jury, and executioner. What do you mean you can't hold your breath? Shut up and hold your breath. You know what I'm saying?
bleached hair, everyone got bleached and like
Yeah.
millions of marbles and just lightning, and Ed Harris went insane and just like, and this guy also did he worked on visual effects for Backdraft. So he shot The Abyss, which is one of the hardest productions of all time. Then he goes and
Yes,
works on a Ron Howard Fire movie. So I mean, this is the guy you want to shoot Hard Rain, and he's a DP.
100%.
And so like, I read through how they made this film, and I just want to read you some cool stuff.
Go
He
for it.
goes, it was a dangerous shoot because the whole thing combined electricity and water. But our gaffer, Dwight Campbell, and I had worked together on the BIS. They had been through it all. So he knew all the problems associated, and they called it wet for wet photography, which I love. This guy was Oscar nominated for The Abyss, Oscar nominated for Backdraft, and he wrote, the decision to shoot in Super 35 instead of anamorphic for a widescreen presentation was made for practical reasons. If I were shooting a picture outdoors, I'd use anamorphic, Salomon insists. But we had a huge surfaces to cover, as well as scenes where I wanted to start with a tight close up and go to a wide shot. Think about the intro. That's gorgeous. That's hard
It
to do
is.
with an anamorphic lens. So I used Super 35 twice before as a cameraman on The Abyss and Backdraft. So I felt comfortable with the format. The 4 minute opening scene, it smoothly combines miniature photography, helicopter footage, extensive overhead tracking shots. The sequence begins with the Paramount Pictures mountain logo, travels down to a river and over a
Yeah.
100 scale model dam, continues over action of flooding roads and fleeing residents, and ends in a 2,000 cable ride as a cable cam equipped with a West Cam heads down Main Street and moves into a close up of actor Randy Quaid.
Hmm.
It's like they had a
Hmm.
5 acre building, a cavernous hangar at an airport, and like it had a 100-foot ceiling, clearance of 75 feet. They had 4 20-ton cranes that were used to haul B-1 bomber aircraft. So the cranes were good for hauling and raising of sets, trees, and equipment. They could hold the rainmaking ribs. Like I feel like they had these condors because they couldn't have used electricity that they used. And like we had a tank built, which was 680 by 250 and 4 foot deep. Big tank. Around that was a backing, which was 2,200 feet long and 72 feet high, the biggest backing ever built. He's like, we had 40 water dumpsters. We had numerous sets built in the tank, about 50 buildings, including a school, a church, a sheriff station, a cemetery, and a different area of the town. I don't know. Everything they did was smart on this. This movie looked
Yeah.
awesome. And it,
Yeah.
it's my favorite quote. He goes, the studio was wondering how many weeks over schedule we would go at the time. Waterworld was a big embarrassment because it went so far over, and The Abyss had gone over. Of course, that's an understatement.
That's
Every show
right.
connected with water as a long run, so it was important to convince the studio that we could do it. And he did it. Like this guy, like I don't know.
The
I dug.
problem, the problem with the movie has nothing to do with any of the visuals. The problem with the movie, the bad guy and the good guy.
There's a
And
lot
don't
of
get it
plot.
twisted. That's
Yeah,
right. That's right. That's right. Don't get it twisted. Every actor in this movie acting their ass off. I enjoy watching these people, but there is something about Randy Quaid as the bad guy that it's almost there, but we needed a little bit more gravitas because you have Morgan Freeman playing the gray area thief just so well, so
Yes.
well, so well. And then you have Christian Slater, who, God bless him, he can't be anybody but Christian Slater on screen. You look at his filmography, Christian Slater, he's been acting for his whole life, basically. He's one of those. And you get that Brat Pack era. He pops up not in Young Guns 1, but Young Guns 2. I get it confused all the time because, hey, I'm Brushback Dave Rudabaugh. I'm in the Wild West now. It's me. I'm not Christian Slater. And everybody else managed, I'll make you famous. That
Yeah.
bars. And then Christian's like, well, I'm Christian Slater. So now this movie, well, I'm Christian Slater. But Ed Asner, who's on screen for 5 minutes, you get he's worn out. He's tired of his job. When Morgan Freeman reveals as towards the end of the movie, in the middle, oh yeah, actually Uncle Charlie was in on it. You look, you get it. That's cool. It makes sense. But Christian Slater, I'm gonna say something quippy now. I'm Christian Slater.
Low tide sailor.
You know what I mean? Want your stamp? He's quipping.
But you know what
He's
though?
quipping.
He was in that tank for months, and I kind of, I, you know what? I like the idea of his character a lot because he's a capable dude, and
Yes,
I
he
think
is.
that Minnie Driver, she's also capable in this movie. Like
Mhm.
they're not a bad team together, and so I guess
That's
for
right.
me, like I like watching the two of them together. I think Tom in this movie and Karen, they're both like she repaired an entire church and built a functioning water, like dispensing system that was pretty good. Like that
I
thing
just need
worked.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
I just need 5 minutes.
And like Tom, he's pretty smart. He's wily. I think at one
Mhm.
point Morgan Freeman called him wily or shifty. I'm like, well, that's a good word for him. Like he's, you don't real it would be kind of yeah,
Yeah.
it would suck chasing him around. He's a slippery one. That's what they called him. I like the scene in the prison when he has to figure out how to get out of there when it's flooding. And then Minnie Driver has the same exact situation. She figures that out. It's there's a there's a capability to all these people involved, except for Kenny and Phil.
That's right.
Like
That's right.
both
And
group have
those
a two dipshits.
That's right. That's right. That's right. The scene where he has to figure out how to get out of that prison, that's classic action stuff.
Looks
Period.
good
Full
too.
and it's just you get the drama. You get the drama. And the soundtrack, the score has that James
Yeah.
Horner vibe. And it is tension because she has to pull out a Swiss Army knife and turn it into a screwdriver. That is dope. And then when he has to come back around and oh wait, I can't really okay, the saw doesn't oh my God. Drama.
Yeah.
Drama. So good. So
That's
good.
that's a
So
good.
good.
And when he takes that little pipe out and starts breathing, like I'm like, he's dead. And then he
That was
grabbed the
dope.
pipe and he used. I was like, I like this guy. Like it's
Yeah, he turned the flashlight into a breathing tube. Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
there's a thrill to watching capable people being capable in this.
Absolutely.
And like I know Kenny's involved, I know Phil's involved, but
Hmm.
it kind of makes sense that Kenny wouldn't know that Asner was in on it because Kenny's an idiot. So you wouldn't tell him.
Yes.
But it's also like, don't give Kenny a gun. Take the bullets out of his gun. Do not
Yes.
let this guy shoot
Exactly.
anybody. They shouldn't even have loaded guns if Asner's in on it. So
100%.
it's even the teacher, I thought he was kind of an interesting guy. Like they're all, I don't know, like
Mr. Mella.
yeah, Mezzamelo.
Dan Florek.
The best line. Can you do this line in Freeman's voice where he goes,
Drop.
nobody likes this turn of events, Kenny.
Nobody likes this turn of events, Kenny.
Nobody
You know what I mean? Mr. Mella. I love that. He's just Mr. Mella. Look,
likes this.
we just want the money.
Oh,
You guys can walk away. We won't kill you. Morgan Freeman just represents in this whole movie.
he
Kenny,
looks awesome with his hat.
Take
And
a look
like,
at 26 across.
I don't do
Yo,
crosswords.
Just look at it. Never mind, Mr. Miller. Kenny can read 26 across.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. He's double fisting guns like John Woo style, and
Badass.
Slater just worked with him. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. And
Yeah.
it's this whole thing, and Graham Yost wrote Broken Arrow as well with Slater. Slater helped produce this movie, but it's
Yes, he did.
the like this movie. The fact that this movie exists shows me that Hollywood in the '90s was like, we can do it. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, Kevin Costner goes Waterworld off the coast of Hawaii on an ill scouted location that is known for its death waves. Yes, go.
Let's make a movie. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
I'm gonna work with a guy who he already and I battled once, so we kind of hate each other. We're gonna go through divorces on this, but I love what hard rain. Yes, we will give you $70 million to flood a facility for months and like come up with a very interesting. That chase scene inside the middle school. Ebert made fun of this movie a little bit. He said that it's basically wet actors at
awesome.
work. He called it, instead of hard rain, it's just wet actors at work. But the jet ski scene, he's like, I have never seen this before. Like
That's exactly. I think until maybe a Deep Impact.
Yeah,
You didn't see
Deep
something
Rising
like
in the
Deep
cruise
Thank you.
ship.
Deep Rising. Thank you.
Yep,
Thank
98,
you. Thank you.
98 classic.
Yes.
So it's like, yeah, just this, just yeah. I kept marveling at the set design. It really, no one thought that they filmed this in a flood zone. But while
No.
watching this movie, the set design, the production design, this is gorgeous. This is obviously it's not as impressive as like Titanic or anything like that, but
Right.
this is a hard movie to make, and it's kind of cool that they put so much work in. You know that scene when they first come across the Brinks truck that's stuck
Yeah.
in the rain. That
Mhm.
shot's gorgeous. There's a couple
It
of
is.
gorgeous shots, and it's I think this movie might be a little too long. I think the rapey cop guy wasn't necessary.
That was dark. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was dark,
It's like, oh, she went away to college and came back. Like, get out of here.
bro.
But I like that Randy Quaid turn though, because they really went hard on that. Just everyone kind of like
Made sense for the character too.
There it is. I think everything makes sense for the character. So Freeman
Mhm.
has this thing worked out. It goes wrong but like he had a plan with Asner, so he's in the gray area. You have one
Right.
guy who won't take the money, who like
Right.
is a pretty like Boy Scout. He's very Christian Slatery, but he's a Boy Scout. And then you
Mhm.
have this cop who at first tries to do good, but then eventually he's just so tired of it. And he's like, you know what?
Yeah.
Screw these, because he doesn't know about Asner. He's like, we got these stupid criminals. I'm just gonna kill them, and I'm gonna take
Right.
the money because I'm tired of this.
Right.
And then he does decide to murder people, but that's kind of a left turn. But
Yeah.
it's still. I think this movie makes narrative sense. I just think
It does.
you know what I think the problem with a lot of these films though is you get so stuck in like, how are we going to shoot this, and how like we're going to shoot in 4 feet of water today with jet skis. You're not really thinking about the script.
It's awesome.
You're just kind of like, we got to get through this thing. So I find
Right.
like on a lot of technically crazy advanced movies that push things, I notice the story gets lost a little bit because you're just trying to film every day. And so
Right.
no matter how good the script is, you still got a lot on your plate to pull off. And I still think it
That's
does
true.
it pretty well.
It's not a confusing movie at all. The twists make sense.
Yeah.
And it looks good. I'm telling you, man. If the bad guy is somebody other than Randy Quaid and the good guy is somebody other than Christian Slater, this movie blows up because everybody else is playing their part, man. You know, Richard Dysart from The Thing, Doc Copper, and
Yeah.
Betty White. They have their scenes pop. Their scenes pop. Anybody that's on screen with Christian Slater pops. The other than Christian Slater. When Quaid is on screen with Mark Ralston, Drake from Aliens, you can see that Quaid, I'm kind of good, but I don't know. You know, Drake, he comes off as a scumbag immediately. by locking him in. You know, we have established that A, Slater's not the bad guy. B, he didn't kill anybody. C, $3 million is just kind of floating around and he's just looking for it. Okay, cool. We're going to lock him in jail anyway again, even though the boss believes him because he's a bad guy, Mark Ralston. And then they just confirm it with the unfortunate attempted sexual assault later in the house. It's just like you say, it's just dirty. It's dark. It's creepy. But everything that you say about how the movie looks, who doesn't like it? This is another one where Roger Ebert, most of the time, he's correct. But Ebert, Hard Rain is one of those movies that can never convince you its stories are really happening. From beginning to end, I was acutely aware of actors being paid to stand in cold water. Suspension of my disbelief in this case would have required psychotropic medications. Meanwhile, Orson Welles is like, I like stupid movies. There's nothing wrong with stupid movies.
I think the world should
So it's like, what's going on?
celebrate Hard Rain because an
Yeah, yeah.
amount of effort was poured into making a dumb heist film. Not a, for lack of a
This is
better
it.
term, to make
Yeah,
a B movie heist film. That's awesome. Like
it really is. The
it's
plot makes sense, man. The plot
yeah.
makes sense. Edward Asner is in the movie for what, 5 minutes maybe? And he gives off, I am tired. I hate this job. I feel kind of bad that I put my nephew on, but at the same time, I raised a family and I bought a house all for this job. You're gonna stop bitching about it. Blah 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 blah. And when Morgan Freeman and crew show up and they throw the lights on, if you watch the movie multiple times, you can see actually maybe Asner really was in on it. You believe Freeman when he says that Asner's in on it because he knows his middle name. He knows his kids' names. He knows why this happened, why that happened. But you can see Asner like, what are you doing? Don't pull out the gun. Don't pull out the gun, Christian Slater. You're good. You're good. You're good. We're okay. So you can see from the jump that yeah, Asner was in on it. And just the range of emotions he gives off with his eyes and his face. He doesn't even have that many lines. Like that's how good Asner is next to Slater. Well, I don't know. They put the lights on so we can't see them. I'm just like, oh, it's oh, all the other Brat Pack guys, all the other Brat Pack guys, Sheen, Sutherland, even the brother, what's his name, Estevez. Like, put any one of those guys in there, other than Slater, Lou Diamond Phillips, anyone else from the cast of Young Guns 2, put them in Young Guns 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Swap them out.
Kiefer would be good. Lou Diamond was like doing the big hit, but he would be good in this role.
Yes.
Like it's yeah.
It needed a little less snark. That's the
What
thing.
about like a
You know,
Tom Jane, 98 Tom Jane?
98 Tom Jane would have chewed that movie up because he had gravitas. He's a little, and the funny thing is, he's not a big dude. He's a little dude, but
Mm-hmm.
he pulls off big dude energy. You know what I mean? He really does. He really does. And that's what kept striking me, man. You look, they made a movie specifically for Christian Slater. It was called Cuffs. It was written with him in mind. That is not a good movie, man. And that is Christian Slater fully being, well, my name's Cuffs, and I'm a PI, but I'm Cuffs. Like, all right, dude. And I don't want to sound like a hater because I do like Slater when he's in stuff, and he's from New York, so I can't hate on a fellow New York brother. You know what I'm saying? I
He's
like
been
this movie,
he's been through it, like in the
and he's been through. Yeah,
in the 80s he would try to go through a metal detector with a gun at an airport,
he's
and
in
then
New York. New
like
York.
98 he right before this movie came out he was on like a week-long coke binge. He punched his
Jesus.
girlfriend, a cop, and somebody else, and then he did the prison time. And he did all the interviews while in prison. Like, and he was like, "Listen, I messed up. He's like, a lot of people put work in this film, and I don't want the narrative about me being in prison." So he like he did that, and then in 2005 he was drunk and he slapped somebody's butt and he got in trouble.
Jesus.
But after this film though, he had listen, deservedly so. He kind of went through like a rough patch because 98 was Hard Rain. It only made 20 mil, and also Very Bad Things, which is just
Right.
way too mean. That movie's just
Yes. Yes.
way too mean.
It's a dark movie,
Way
man.
too mean. And so, but then he followed up like 3,000 Miles of Graceland, where he just gets killed. And then Wind Talkers, he gets decapitated.
Jesus Christ.
And then then he's in Mine Hunters, where it's incredible film, but he gets killed. And then he like popped up at Hollow Man 2. And so
yes,
like
the worst.
he kind of had a rough, and maybe deservedly so. Maybe he needed to go through all that to come back. But then he popped up at Mr. Robot. And
Right.
I think now, and then he was just in If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. And I think now he's sort like he was in the Nymphomaniac movies, and
Yeah.
he's doing voice work, and he was in Blink Twice. And I think now he's like entered his character actor phase. He's found a lot of success in it. So it's been kind of fun watching like his like he had the huge rise. I mean, but during the 80s though, I mean, all the Brat Pack people, like Broderick killed a person. Sheen was in jail.
Jesus.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all those,
Sutherland.
yeah.
Yeah.
So all those guys, like Brolin was beating up people in bars. Like
Yeah.
he was like a crazy dude. But RDJ, like I feel like every Drew Barrymore, like all the Feldmans, like the 80s were hard on people.
They
So
were
like,
hard on young people. Yes.
and listen, I
100%.
know they had a lot of wealth, they had a lot of privilege, and so you know, there's that reason. But they were kids, and then they just
Yeah.
went nuts, and then he
They went nuts.
like, and then the dude skyrocketed, man. He had True
Yeah.
Romance, Interview with the Vampire, Murder in the First, Broken Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
He like
Mm-hmm.
was on a huge run, and then just coke derailed
Yeah.
him,
There you go.
and then he just
Mm-hmm.
jobbed for about he jobbed for like a solid 10 years, and then he got Mr. Robot. So it's I don't know. I think he had like a good rise fall. Now I'm a happy character actor bit, you know.
This is it. This is it. He it's and why is he good in Mr. Robot? Because he has taken the dial on snark and turned it maybe 95% down. And that's
Yes.
why these things work. You know, his whole vibe was just snark
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, conventional good looks for Hollywood, being on the cover of what used to be called, for the young people in the audience, magazines. This is where massive corporations would slaughter and use dozens and millions of things used to be called trees and turn them into what was known as paper and shine it up and take photographs of handsome Hollywood people and sell this millions and millions of copies. And he was Teen Beat type of dude, you know. Oh, Christian Slater, he's got, you know, Corey Feldman, Corey Haim, License to Drive, you know, that these were things,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So even if he's being put into movie after movie after movie, there are some people, you know, like Clint Eastwood. You're going to see Clint Eastwood do this. You're not worried if he's trying to act real hard, you know. Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know. Yeah, you're surprised when he shows range, you know. Zombie movies forever were zombies in a boat, zombies on a plane, and only with Arnold Schwarzenegger was it like Arnold Schwarzenegger with zombies, you know. There's a certain vibe, you know. So there's certain people who you go to see them act and be somebody different, and then there's Christian. Yeah, I'm Christian Slater. You took the money, didn't you, son? Yeah, I hid it in the cemetery. Why'd you do that? Well, I don't like to carry around that much cash, you know. I'm Christian Slater, you know. And you're just like, okay, man, all right.
Yeah.
And I like Christian Slater.
What about Broken Arrow? Do you think that works because of Travolta's gravitas
It's only because Travolta.
and Woo?
It's Travolta and whoever's sitting to his right. That movie. That's how I feel about it. You tell me he's in Broken Arrow, and I've seen that movie multiple times. I can't remember what he did in that movie.
I kind of feel like the cigarette should get second billing. It should be like, bro, it should be John Travolta and then Marlboro cigarettes and then
Oh yeah.
Slater.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's an argument to be made that, like we say with Jai Courtney and the dude from Sons of Anarchy, like Hollywood was trying to make Christian Slater a thing, you know. But he's talented.
Yeah.
He's a whole vibe.
He just had the snark to him, but he
It's
worked
this.
like in
It's the
Heathers. He
snark.
works, right? I think
Oh yeah.
uh,
100%. You need him in Heather specifically. That has to be him.
he's really good. Like True Romance, I think he works as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's and Mr. Robot, like even in If I Had Legs I Kick You, he's great. So
Yeah.
but I think you have to figure him out. And you know, he helped produce this movie. I don't know if this movie gets made without him because he had worked with Graham Yost. This guy was on a run. Like he
Yeah, he
was,
was.
you know, Hard Rain, I don't think doesn't exist without Slater.
No,
So it's
not at all.
like he probably found a fun vehicle and he's like, let's do it. And so he was actually doing pretty interesting work. I mean, he's in a Tony Scott movie, and then he goes
Mm-hmm.
along to John Woo. And he's
Mm-hmm.
popping up in
Mm-hmm.
Hard Rain. Like even Interview with the Vampire is an interesting film. So it's
Yeah.
like he was doing interesting work, like, and then he did this, and it's kind of a shame that you know, this movie didn't do well. But I also think in
Yeah. In
98,
theaters.
like in 98, it was like January 16th. And I also think that Titanic had just come out and Christian Slater had the court case, and it just didn't, you know, it got, you know, January in 98 was like the dump slot. Like
Oh yeah.
that's where movies went to die. And so they just
Oh
sort of
yeah.
dropped it there, which it kind of sucks, man. I just it's like this movie had this movie looks good. Like it's
It
like
does. It
yeah.
does.
And
It does. You take a look at what came out in 98. Armageddon, Saving Private Ryan, Godzilla, Something About Mary, Bugs Life, Deep Impact. All right. That's 2 asteroid movies, for Christ's sake. Mulan, Dr. Dolittle, Shakespeare in Love. You know?
Shakespeare, Shakespeare. Wait, that's
Lethal,
too cerebral. That's too cerebral, Cliff. I'm gonna push you over, Cliff. Cliff, it's too cerebral. Sorry.
Lethal Weapon 4, you know? No, that's okay.
Hey, like a girls.
Lethal Weapon 4, you know? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, like a girl. So all of these movies are out.
Sorry.
Look, no,
Bowfinger is one of my
that's
favorite
okay.
movies of all time. So
That movie's flawless. That
yeah.
movie's flawless, you
Oh
know?
man,
And
perfect.
there were several underrated movies that came out that year that eventually on VHS and TV they blew up. Big
Yeah, that's true.
Lebowski. Big
Yeah.
Lebowski didn't do that well that year. Rushmore, I think that one blew up more on TV. You know, American History X. It's just very dark movies, you
I have a
know?
theory about Hard Rain in that it's a movie that like there's no gigantic I would say the two of the best set pieces are people not drowning. I love
Yes.
the gun work and everything, but when you are competing with Titanic, with the love story, when you are competing with Armageddon, and just why don't they just teach astronauts how to drill? When you have
So
Deep
classic.
Impact, when you have there was a lot of like disaster films and Dante's Peak and Volcano
At the
uh,
same year, yep.
and Twister, and I think this one came out at the tail end of it a little bit, but it
Hmm.
also doesn't have like remember when you went and watched Twister and you're like the sound
Yeah.
in that theater. I think that's the first time I ever went. That sound was really good because it was like a
Hmm.
brand new Dolby thing I saw it in. And Armageddon's just the silliness and absurdity of it, and the Aerosmith song, and Deep Impact is the huge wave, and
Hmm.
Volcano at Tommy Lee Jones. We gotta save the day.
We gotta go back to make sure to get back to the outhouse.
Dante's Peak. You had Bond in it, and
Mm.
like Sarah Connor, and so and also that movie had some memorable scenes, like the grandma dying in the acid water, and then
Oh,
Volcano
that
had the
was
guy's feet melting away. So I think
100%.
this one, it doesn't have that set piece murder in it. It doesn't
Hmm.
have that gigantic action scene that is going to bring people in. Everyone's motivations make sense.
Right.
I guess the worst thing about this movie is you can't watch it and just be like, for lack of a better term, fuck yeah. Like
Exactly.
this is an F yeah movie. This is a technically beautiful movie
Yeah,
with committed actors and very smart decisions, but that's
that's
not gonna
right.
that's not gonna
It's not
transcend word
enough.
of
It
mouth.
doesn't
You know what I
pop.
mean?
Right. That doesn't pop. That
Um,
doesn't pop because the villain is not the villain, the actor playing the villain, he's definitely not bad, but we needed a little bit more. Basically, if you have Morgan Freeman in there, look at what Morgan Freeman did with Seven. You cannot imagine anybody else being opposite Brad Pitt, bringing that gravitas. It had to be Freeman. Who else is bringing that weary, but I'm smarter than you, but I'm snarky, but also not really, and I'm heartbroken. He brings so much.
when he
So
dumps
you
Kenny's
got to have
body
somebody
out of a
there.
boat, when he drops Kenny's body out of a boat, they hold the camera on his face for about 10 seconds because he's
Yeah.
legitimately bummed out about his buddy's death.
Yeah,
So
for all the for all of the crap he was giving Kenny throughout that film, he's holding him while he's dying and he's been sincere as hell.
the one
You
thing I
gotta
like,
have we gotta have him. Yeah.
they didn't need. I guess I think the worst thing about this movie is when Randy Quaid is like, their witnesses, we're gonna kill them.
That was awesome actually. I love that part.
Yeah, but like it's such like a 0 to 400 in 3.2 milliseconds. It's
Mm,
not. It would have been interesting if just he's hiding the money, he's on the run from them, they're in the middle of the gunfight. They see something, or like someone gets crossed. Like it's it'd be interesting if the guy, like one of his people, tried to kill him because they were witnesses. Then he gets so
mm.
stuck in it. Does that make sense? So it's like, as opposed to just becoming straight evil in 2 seconds.
So you know what? The beginning of the movie where you're talking about that incredible tracking shot, right?
Mhm.
The mayor, as he's leaving, is giving him crap.
He
And
is.
you can see it right there that he's like, you know what? I actually don't like any of these people.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying that Quaid, he was there. He was there, but he needs to be a bit more. And it's not his fault. You know, it's kind of a miscasting. So when he does do the heel turn, what about Tom? What about Karen? They're not looters. No, they're witnesses. Braka, 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 braka. I was like, okay. I feel you. I don't like any of these people either. Let's go. Let's go. But I got you. I got you. When he's opposite Mark Ralston, the other cop that turned unfortunately rapey, you can see in that scene where they have Slater in jail. You know, we're gonna get two shotguns and a rifle, and you can see it's turning in his head. Man,
Yeah.
I might take this money.
Because that's a good question to ask. Norbert, you and
Right.
I are cops of a crap town with stupid mayors, and like
Mm-hmm.
you get screwed over after all this service,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a flood that you have to protect the town, and you learn that some thieves stole money from a Brinks truck. You're like,
And where'd you say this money was?
3 million? Yeah, 3 million.
Hmm.
We're gonna check it
Hmm.
out, Norbert. Like
Ye-
and I mean,
Yeah,
look at all these movies. You know, I think Simple Plan, and I think once money gets involved, everything gets horrifying, and that's just
that's
the
right.
nature of it. But they do a good job of leaving the door open for them going after that money.
Exactly.
But after a
Exactly.
certain point, you're just like, guys, just leave. Like it's
Yeah.
like you're gonna die. Like this money's cool, but like you're dead. So just go. And then you got sassy Betty White in here screaming at her
Oh my,
husband.
oh my God. That's one of the greatest scenes in the entire movie.
When he starts screaming at her, he's like,
You
"Next
want me
time
to
I'll
get us
say."
out of here? Yes, of course. Then shut the fuck up.
And he goes to take her back. I'm gonna take you back to them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a you need it's in there's no like Travolta charisma in this movie.
No, that's the
Freeman's
problem.
Freeman's awesome, right? He's always great, but he doesn't have that like Nick Cage Travolta
Needs the
charisma and
opposite.
face
Exactly.
off. Like he
Yeah.
needs like
Mm-hmm.
that was some crazy charisma. And I think him and Robbins matched well in Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank.
Their
Oh,
energies
100%.
matched well.
100%.
But then you kind of have him who's kind of this cop out gray area. And
Yeah.
then you have Randy Quaid who, you know, he's 6'5", man. And like I'm not going to
Yeah,
get
he's a
into his
big dude.
issues and like his craziness, but like
Yeah.
he's a big dude. And
Yeah, he
so
is.
he has that physicality and he's funny in the vacation movies and he's good in Independence Day.
100%.
So it's
100%.
like I guess it's like, yeah, let's flip him because that's an interest. So even the casting kind of makes sense. Big dude, genuine, he's mostly amiable, but then you turn him.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, this
Yes.
like that's good. And like I think even at the time Slater made sense. But man, okay,
Yeah.
here's the thing. When I watched Speed and I saw Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves together, I felt like they blew the screen off. Like they were just
Yeah.
so
Good chemistry.
they had it. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can never explain it, but watching the two of them together and like the way he just trusted her to drive and like they blew it off. So like I love Minnie Driver.
Mhm.
She's great, but like this
Mhm.
the screen never gets blown off on this movie.
Mhm.
So it
That's
kept,
right.
that's why it's
right.
a good cable hit, right? This is a movie that
Exactly.
cable needed,
Exactly.
airplanes
Exactly.
needed, VHS sales needed. And the
Yes.
world needs those movies. I mean, not every movie's going to explode off the screen,
Exactly.
but I don't know how you watch this and go, yeah, whatever, man, it just sucks. Like, no, dude, like,
No.
Morgan
No.
Freeman ramps up a roof with a boat.
That's right. That's
the engine
awesome.
comes off and impales Randy Quaid.
That's right. That's right. And instead of Chekhov's gun, we have Chekhov's statue.
Yes,
Because we keep seeing this freaking statue. And then the statue comes into play, and that's awesome.
dude, that's good screenwriting. Graham
It
Yost
is.
Like, we got a statue.
Period.
We're going to show it 5 times. Every time you see it, you're going to know how much water has gone in. Like that's such
Exactly.
like the narrative
Mhm.
economy of that
Yeah.
statue is awesome.
That's right.
But the problem is it's smart. Like it's
That's right.
just like no one in the theater is going to go like, holy shit. They're going, it's good writing.
Yeah.
It's good
That's
idea.
right.
I like
That's
that.
right.
That came into
That's
play.
right.
I was there earlier. So it's like,
Show, not tell. It's
Yeah.
brilliant.
and it
It's
does.
brilliant. Yeah.
And I think that's what doomed the movie though, is I have a thing of like, sometimes I think that good movies, like really technically proficient, good movies, they don't always do great because they do great on cable. They play good later, but you're just like, yeah, that was good. Like,
Yeah,
that,
it was not bad. It wasn't bad.
it was good. You like walk out the theater, and so you're not going like, I don't want to
Yeah.
close my eyes.
Exactly.
Fall asleep. Just you're not doing that. You're like, it was a well-made
Wasn't bad.
thriller.
Wasn't bad. Now here it is. Here it
You
is.
and I, what would you and I do in '98? Right, I'm
Well, I was-
16. I'm 16.
was-
How old are you?
98. I'm 20.
So what would we do after watching? After watching Armageddon, I bet you and I would walk out of the theater just like,
Just hype. Just hype. You just want to punch a rock. Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
What would we do after Hard Rain?
After Hard Rain, you get out and you just start doing your best Christian Slater impressions. How do you feel about getting a pizza, Mark? Well, Norbert, I think maybe we ought to get a pizza that has a few toppings. Well, interesting. What are you feeling? Are you the pizza man, Norbert? I'm Christian Slater. You know what I mean?
What's your thoughts about pineapple?
Well, it is a fruit, but then again, it doesn't have any seeds. So that's really weird. What does Christian Slater think? Because it's
Some cocaine,
it's 98 and you have decided to go see a movie. It's January. Here are your choices. Firestorm.
Oh, shit.
Fallen. Half-Baked.
Real quick, Howie Long
Yeah.
blames the failure of that movie on Titanic.
Yes, that's what happened. Exactly. The Gingerbread Man, starring Robert Downey Jr., Daryl Hannah, Phantoms. And I will fight people because I love Phantoms.
Bro, Affleck.
Affleck was the bomb in Phantoms.
Yeah.
Yo. That's actually the truth. Spice World. Star Kid. Swept from the Sea. The aforementioned Deep Rising. Desperate Measures. Zero Effect. Great Expectations, and Gia. What are you going to see? You're probably going to see Hard Rain and Fallen and Half-Baked for sure.
Yeah.
For the comedy, pure, right? Maybe you get drunk and go see Phantom. You take your girlfriend to Spice World because that's a thing.
Good Will Hunting. No. No, wait.
Was that wasn't out that year, was it? Was that 98?
Yeah. So when it opened, Hard Rain opened to 8 million. It was number 5. Titanic, Good Will Hunting, Fallen, and As Good as It Gets beat it.
Well, there you go, man.
Fallen had that time.
Oh my God, that movie,
just that. I feel like you talk to anybody our age and you sing that song, they go, Fallen.
Period.
So,
yep.
Like that movie has that. And
exactly.
What was that line from? You want some more, girl? Screw you. Sorry.
And that's exactly the point. What is the line from Hard Rain that you can, the husband and wife yelling at each other? Like, what's the line? And and even then, I will extend that further. What's the line from any Christian Slater movie that just pops in your head?
Ain't it cool? Isn't that Broken Arrow? Broken Arrow was so good that everyone went, Howie Long could headline a movie called Firestorm.
Exactly.
Well, no, nobody likes his turn of events, Kenny.
I just remember him from Tales of the thing because that's my genre. Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. He is in one of the vignettes with, because it's an anthology. It's Slater, it's Julianne Moore, and it's a young Steve Buscemi.
What?
And it revolves around using a mummy to kill people.
Well, mommy, what you need to do is
I'm looking for my sister. Hey, you kind of look familiar. Do you know where my sister is? I'm I'm Tales from the Dark Side character. I don't know. And I don't hate Slater. That's the thing. Just something about him. My suspension of disbelief, as Roger Ebert would say.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, he
needs a vehicle. He needs a specific vehicle, not cuffs. Don't watch that movie.
I mean, if you think about it, Heathers had Winona Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Interview with the Vampire had Cruise and Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
And so I think Young Guns, that's really interesting what you said though. When you think about Young Guns or even Young Guns 2, you think about Emilio, right? You think about Kiefer, you think about Lou
Sheen and Lou Diamond Phillips
or Manhunter. Like that guy's really good in that movie. So it's you think about Peterson. So it's he doesn't really
he doesn't pop. He's cool. He's cool, but I don't feel like he ever really pops. He definitely pops in Heathers because that is Christian Slater being Christian Slater.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
True Romance, he's good. I think he's what the character needed.
Yeah, for sure.
Do Cuffs again.
My name's Cuffs. I'm supposed to be here to do something else, but my brother's dead, and now I'm a private investigator. My name's Cuffs. Like handcuffs, you get it? It's police. I got a gun. I'm law enforcement. I'm Christian Slater. Cuffs.
I I do feel bad for him though. 3,000 Miles to Graceland, Windtalkers, and then Minehunters. Just 3 quick deaths in a row.
Hey, you know what? Get the check,
But
man.
you know what I
Secure the
learned
bag.
is, 3,000 Miles to Graceland, that movie was a franchise pictures film and all the budget got slashed. So I think they just did Slater a solid for that. Costner was
Yeah.
like, I worked with you on Robin Hood. You went to jail for, a huge cocaine binge. I'll
Yeah.
put you in my movie for a little bit. You'll get killed. And then Windtalkers, John Woo's like, hey, I love you. I love you, man. You're in Broken Arrow. Come get decapitated.
Come get that head cut off.
And
Let's go.
Windtalkers. And then Mindhunters, that had Val Kilmer and him. And at that time, both those guys were kind of persona non grata. So
Yeah.
it's like in the commentary, Brenny's like, yeah, people say that Val Kilmer and Slater were hard to work with, but they were great. Like, yeah, he's like, I loved them on this. Like, they were perfect. But he gets killed early. So like it's yeah, I don't know. I just find that I think people are doing them
2 days
solids.
2 days on set.
Yeah, the 2000s, I think everyone was doing them solids.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what though, man? Like this is bad, and he had plenty of money. But I like that he like stuck with it. He
Yeah.
did his time, popped back in Mr. Robot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And again, there is nothing wrong with being a actor who's not rangy. There's plenty of those. It's all good, you know?
You know what works though? I think he just got stomped. Like he went through like some drugs and
Yeah.
drinking and everything. So when he popped up in Mr. Robot, you're right. He was 90% less snarky because he's like, man, I've just got my ass beat. for two
Tone it down.
decades."
Tone
Yeah.
it down, Lawrence. Let's
Yeah.
go.
And
Tone it
also
down.
too, his energy works well with Rami Malek's energy
Yes.
because he's got a pretty chill vibe. Like I feel like whenever Slater's on screen, you're kind of like, yeah, like just he has a relaxing vibe to him. So you put him next to Rami Malek, who he is, and they blend well.
That's right. Now riddle me this, Hoffmeyer. They open the movie, Ed Asner and Slater, they're going up and down the river, clearing out bank vaults because the river's going to flood. You understand that a bank vault is not going to flood, right? That struck me.
Oh,
Wait, why are
looters
we
maybe? Were
taking
they worried about looters?
Why are we taking money out of the impenetrable, watertight bank vault in the flood? To do what exactly? The army, the zombie movie, what was it? Army of where they robbed the bank in Vegas and was full of zombies. Army of monsters, something like that. That even made more sense going to take the money out of that vault.
Yeah,
And that
oh yeah,
didn't make
Army of
any
the Dead.
sense at
Army of the
all.
Dead, yeah.
Army of the Dead, yeah. That made more sense to take the money out, and that didn't make sense either, So if anything, that's the one thing that this movie had that was like, eh. The second thing was going postal. Somebody said that. You didn't have to go postal on me. I forgot about that phrase. That was so 90s. That was so 90s.
Just mail delivery people going insane.
Just going insane.
And, we made fun of them instead of
Yes.
looking into their mental health.
How can we help these people? No, let's turn it into a joke. I'm Christian. Hey, you didn't have to go postal on me, Ed, Uncle Charlie. Christian Slater.
I've never liked that scene though because he's such a little brat to Ed
He's
Asner.
a pain in the ass.
He's like,
Yeah,
I don't want to
100%.
do this. Like, I can't believe I'm stuck in this job. And like,
The 3-figure salary, it's great.
you're talking to your uncle who's been doing it for 700 years.
Yeah. You think he doesn't know?
And he
it
got you the
sucks?
job and you're sitting there just whinging. What's
Yeah.
interesting? You don't really know anything about him. Like, why is
No.
he in this car? Like, why
Yeah.
is he? So
Right.
it's his uncle, he's 28 when he made this movie. So he's 28, just got the job. And so, he probably, he's probably the black sheep of the family. He gets him a job and he's just sitting there complaining about it. And then Asner freaks out on him. I'm like, no, don't say sorry. Like, he's being a little brat. Let him have it.
Don't apologize to this kid, man. Tell him to shut the frig up.
But they did have a nice little bit where like he yelled at him and then they're like, all right, we're good, man. Like they kind of
give us a kiss. Come on,
Yeah,
give us
yeah,
a kiss.
yeah. Oh, get off me. I'm at Asner. So
Yeah, I'm at Asner.
but even that had a decent little resolution to it.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
So I was just reading through something real quick, and he had Very Bad Things, right? He's dead. 3,000 Miles of Graceland, dead. Windtalkers, dead. Minehunters, dead. Alone in the Dark. What did the Yui Bowl movie?
Good God, that movie's awful.
Oh, terrible. Dead. Hollow Man 2.
Jesus.
He gets stabbed to death with a shovel by Peter Fasinelli after
Yes.
Christian becomes visible.
Yes, I was pleased.
And wait, he's killed by Scott Adkins and El Gringo.
Man's got to get paid, yo. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? A man's got to get it. Man's got to secure the bag.
Oh, that's why I checked. Because also in Bullet to the Head, which he probably, they gave to him as a favor, Walter Hill, he's shot in the head by Stallone. he just,
Bullet in the head. What are the odds?
I don't want to, I don't know why I looked that up. It's just, it's like he had that rough go, then his 2000s were spent being killed by people.
Yeah. Yeah. And then finally, here's a question.
Yeah.
He deputizes that guy.
Yeah. Remember back then when I did that?
Right. How long does deputizing last? I always assumed that once the inciting incident was over, you're not a deputy anymore. He pulls rank. That's an order. Like, it's America, Jack. You can't tell me what to do.
That guy's not looking that up though. Like there's his entire facility's flooding while he's taking a dump, reading a magazine.
Yes.
Like this guy
Yeah.
is not, he's not an ideal damn employee.
He's not at all. You have one job. Turn the valve. You have one job.
I do like
reading
that
Guns and
line
Ammo.
when the alarm goes off. He's like, "Now that's bad." Like that's another good line.
That's right. Though in the history of alarms, none of them are really good. But I got you. You know what I'm saying?
And I just, I want to say too, the gun fights in this, the camera shakes. And there's a scene where they're shooting at Slater when he's in the balcony of the church, and the bullets are going through the balcony and into, behind Slater.
Yes.
So this, I watched Showdown Little Tokyo. We covered that for the pod. Great movie. It's stupid movie. But Dolph flips a table on the ground. 40 bullets go into it. Nothing hits Dolph. Like it's the world's strongest table.
Strong.
So I like it this one. Bullets are straight going through things.
Yeah.
You could feel the power of that. And I don't think I've seen that in a movie since. So it was an interesting idea to do. And also, like you said, watching Morgan Freeman have a John Woo scene is pretty. I just watched The Killer on the big screen, by the way. It was incredible.
Oh,
but
lucky.
Great movie. But yeah, watching him do that, and just even his hat, I thought his hat was cool. And and just the fact that people signed up for this, like they were shooting every day in this building getting rained on, and they said they just became vampires. So like, I don't know, I appreciate that. I think it's kind of cool. And also, but Minnie Driver said that the producers wouldn't let her wear a wetsuit because they're like,
that was dark.
You're a girl, we need to see that stuff.
That was dark. They wanted to see her nipples. But
they never did that though.
Really
so she fought back, which is to her credit kind of cool. Minnie Driver, you don't need to do that to her.
No,
she's in Gross Point Blank. Get over yourselves.
Yeah, seriously, guys. Dude, I did not sign up to see Hard Rain for Minnie Driver casual nudity. That's random. That's
and at least listen, yeah. So like she fought back on that, so that was good. But yeah, that came out. That was another kind of thing. And then Randy Quaid kind of lost his mind, and Slater had the arrests. But it's the curse of Hard Rain, Norbert.
There it is, man. There it is, Mr. Mello. Mr. Mello.
What other okay? Who would you like to see as a villain in this movie? Or like, are we talking like a Wincott from? Are we talking of Peter Green?
Bruh. Michael Wincott as the Randy Quaid role, because when he was in I think it was Along Came a Spider, and he with Morgan Freeman, matter of fact.
Yep.
He plays the affable teacher, and then immediately turns into horrific kidnapping bad guy, and it's totally believable. Wincott in anything, Wincott in Alien Resurrection as the lovable rogue Captain Pirate.
And then
Wincott would have been awesome.
Robin Hood reunion too with Slater.
There you go.
Now,
there you go.
Are their energies kind of the same though? Wincott and Slater?
You see, here's the problem. Wincott blows Slater off the screen. The voice, the eyes, the lizard eyes that he can do. It's not Slater's fault. He's Slater. He's got to be like this all the time. Wincott, I told you that. Oh, okay. Here, take my money.
Imagine
take
this.
my money.
Peter Green is the deputy. I mean, I like the other guy, but like if it was Peter Green and Wincott on the screen, that'd be nuts.
Wincott can do the, actually, I did get tired of this job.
Yeah.
And you believe it more. 100%. 100%.
You watch him in Alien Resurrection. I know you're not a fan of that movie, but he does pull off being the captain.
Yeah. He's a rogue with a heart of gold. What's the code? EATME. That's hilarious, man. You want my authorization code?
What if it was Winona Ryder instead of Minnie Driver?
I no. The
No, I love
only two
Minnie.
people, yeah, only two people that need changing. Randy Quaid, Christian Slater. And it's not because they're bad actors, they didn't have the gravitas needed for this role. Minnie Driver, she's great. She only drops the accent once. You psycho. Then suddenly she sounds British, but she's great throughout the whole thing. She's great throughout the whole thing. And again, it's not that Slater and Randy Quaid are bad. This is not the movie for them. That's all.
I had the biggest crush on Minnie Driver's character from Ghost Point Blank for years. But then I kind of realized that she was just a created by like a 40-year-old dude in a screenplay. And
She's not
just,
really like that.
Yeah, well, she's just like the ideal of like readily available and like a jockey, like a disc jockey, and just like cool. So it's like such a dude, a 90s dude creation that I'm like, oh, it's not really a human. It's more of a charming person. But yeah, she and Cusack, they pop in that movie. But yeah, I guess
this is what it is.
But still, these guys were wet. I'm watching this movie. I'm like watching Slater just soaked for the entire film. I'm like,
yeah,
he didn't need to do this. Like none of these. What's funny? I see Freeman in this movie. I'm like, why did he do this movie? Like, what's? But then you think about the pedigree of who did it, and you understand why. But it's it's an interesting cast. They were all popping at the time, and then just kind of got dumped in theaters. Big budget. But I mean,
it did. 70 million bucks in 98. Yeah. In 98.
Dude, they were shelling out 80 million for Deep Rising, like 80 million for Deep Blue Sea. Like that, these were the days. I bet you Firestorm probably cost 40 million. They were just, that's like 80, 100 million now. Like they were dropping change.
Seriously.
Back then.
Seriously. Mr. Miller, we're making a movie for $80 million. And we're going to be in the rain. We're going to be in the rain, Mr. Miller. Why were they hating on Mr. Miller every time he had cool science facts? Yeah. What do you mean? Have you been to a school? These kids taught me how to make this thing,
Yeah, Ricky Harris is like, no wonder they fired you. It's like,
yeah, I was like, wait, why? For teaching? I'm confused. The coffins are airtight, so when it floods, they pop up. I thought that's an interesting fact. Ricky Harris like, shut up with your math.
That's disgusting. Yeah. But that's the 90s, though. Like when
it is.
When people knew things in the 90s, you're like, idiot.
Shut up, nerd. always facts. Sure.
But yeah, I mean, you got a jet ski action scene, which I'm obsessed with.
Yeah,
cool. I like Mr. Miller, but then he got shot in the face.
Like, oh my god, in the eye. That was wild.
Yeah,
that was
Mr. Miller.
Slow-mo.
Mehlor. Meller.
I couldn't believe that it was spelled Mehlor. Because he's Mr. Miller, Miller. That's what it sounds like, Mr. Miller.
Wait, that's him?
Yeah.
The guy from Law and Order?
Yeah, Dan Florek, man. Exactly. Yeah. One of the cops.
Holy crap.
Yeah. This is what I'm telling you. The cast is fine, except for those two things. Yep. Dan Florek. He was in Law and Order for a minute. The OG Law and Order, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Murnick, too, had some good movies.
Ricky Harris, who played Ray, unfortunately, he died of a heart attack. Richard Dysart, he also is no longer with us. And of course, Betty White.
That after she did that Snickers ad in 2009, Snickers sales went up, or 2011, something like that. Snickers sales went up $286 million.
I believe it.
What a great
Betty
ad.
White tells me to buy Snickers. I'm going.
Hungry?
Ed Asner.
Yeah.
Ed Asner. He's also no longer with us. He did the voice in the Boondocks. I think he was J. Jonah Jameson in the 90s Spider-Man cartoon. Ed Asner is awesome.
This movie has some legends.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
JFK. Yeah. Elf. He's Santa.
What are we talking about?
But yeah.
What are we talking about?
The only thing that hurts this movie that makes it a great cable movie is it's just fine.
Yeah, that's that too. Yeah, that.
But it looks awesome. I know I keep going back to that.
It does. And there's not a lot of movies, not a lot of heist movies like that. No. The flood is, you're constantly being reminded that not only is there a flood, but the town is about to get washed away, most likely. Because the guy who controls the dam is a moron who cannot just do his one job of turning the valve. This man is going to kill you all with sheer incompetence. And like you say, visually, when that dam finally breaks and you get the tree smashing through, for example, when one of the flood release valves actually did work, the pole, the telephone pole, crashing through into Slater's
Oh yeah.
cell, that sets off that great sequence. Just the way the dam breaks, how it looks. There's so much good happening in this movie, so much
I just love
visually.
that it exists. It's just one of
Yeah.
those. This is a really random thing to say, right? But like, I, someone wrote the script about a heist during, like, watch Hurricane Heist. It's not nearly as like this
No,
is a
that's not good.
technically awesome looking movie.
Yeah,
I don't know.
100%,
I don't
100%.
think it got any Oscar nominations either for production design or anything, which is kind of a
Which is
shame.
too bad. Which is too bad. And then it's funny because Christian Slater's contract demanded that the body temperature should not be allowed to drop by more than 0.1 degrees. So the film heating the water budget was more than the effects budget by almost 3 times.
I feel like that's fair if you're going to spend 2 months in there.
You know what? Ask James Cameron what temperature was of the water in the abyss, and then shut the hell up.
0.
You think James Cameron gave a shit if you're cold?
Yeah. Because
You think James Cameron gave a shit if you could breathe?
here's the thing. He's like, we're going to go so far over budget on this movie. I can't heat it.
No.
And, I guarantee if you heated that water in the abyss, like a fungi already grew in that thing, but the hot water would have created some form of super amoeba that would
Incredible
have
mutant.
murdered the entire crew.
Yeah, yeah. Designed by James Cameron, quite frankly. Yeah. He would have put it there to draw it because you don't get those performances without those people literally being cold and tired. You feel it the whole time.
This isn't a cold and tired movie,
something.
though. I don't want to watch.
Not.
I'd feel bad if I was like watching Betty White shiver.
You warm up the heat for the old people. I think that's fair.
Like just
I think
Morgan Freeman just Mella. We're all in a situation together, can I? Just,
what are you gonna do with the money? Absolutely nothing.
I'm gonna go to Belize. Yeah, it's a country out the coast of Venezuela. I know where Belize is.
Thank you for the Wikipedia, Christian Slater.
I'm gonna get hepatitis
again.
young guy, you don't have to worry about no hepatitis. Oh man, wait, I saw Jesus because he got bonked in the head.
Young Tom, you want to go to Belize? Should I come with you? Maybe we can bring Andy Dufresne with us to Belize. He'll bring a boat. And Andy Dufresne, he'd love that poster.
We'll build a big sand thing and put a tunnel in it. Crawl.
I know where Belize is. What about it? Speak English. Dollar goes a long way. Beautiful beaches. Friendly people. Liberal banking laws. Very liberal banking laws. I'm Christian Slater.
Please. So you never once thought about stealing that money?
No.
Yes.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Every damn day.
Every day.
I just feel so. I hate that. I guess that's what you do when you're younger. But he's 28 when he's doing it. So let's say Norbert, someone hires you when you're like a 16-year-old punk. I would have liked the money. I wouldn't have complained. But like 16-year-old will be like, why am I, doing this? This is what? Why am I? I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. But he's 28 in this movie. Like he's not a 21-year-old. So
this is it.
He's kind of a miserable little turd.
And I'm pretty sure that he had a good job before, and then he changed it to do this. I'm pretty sure that he just left his good job for no reason, so he could work as an armored turret, 3-figure salary.
I just have a lot of ennui.
Yeah.
A lot of melancholia. Yeah.
And the infinite sadness. It's going to be the name of an album. You'll see. It's going to be great.
I'm
Christian Slater.
Despite all my rage.
Are you a rat in a cage?
Someone will say what is lost.
No.
You'll never be safe.
Sorry.
I was working at Wizard World Comic Con in Chicago one time, and Billy Corgan was there because he's a Chicago guy. And so he came in and got rushed. So I had to get called up to go run up and be next to him just to kind of like make sure people don't mob him. And so I'm standing next to Billy Corgan. He's like had a really important announcement. And I was like, oh, he's got like a new album. There's going to be new Smashing Pumpkins or when one of his other bands or whatever, something kind of interesting. He's like, yeah, I'm starting a professional wrestling thing. And there's a tape
Professional
out there on
wrestling,
YouTube
yes.
where I'm kind of like, huh? Like you can see me for like a couple seconds going, what? So yeah, if you ever anyone finds that, I don't even know where it is anymore, but I just remember standing next to him, just going, professional
That is
wrestling.
amazing. That
Yeah,
is amazing.
I just thought that was a random story, but I always, I kind of lost it for a couple seconds, and I pulled it back.
That's fine. This movie will do that to you sometimes. You know, he goes, "What'd you hit me with anyway?" It was a crucifix. What? It was all I could find. Great. I'm gonna have people from all around the world come to see the impression of Jesus on my forehead. I'm
Wait,
Christian
that's a
Slater.
line
Yeah.
that never registered. I have so many notes.
This is what I'm telling you, man. This is
All
what I'm
right,
telling you.
I'm just
It's
so I want to
Slater.
start doing this. Here's my 10 favorite notes that I took.
Go for it.
Morgan Freeman hits a sweet jump. Okay, let's see. Bullets are damaging. Shoot through
They are
stuff.
100%.
Let's see. Morgan Freeman pulls off dumping the kid. So I guess he pulls off the emotion.
Yeah, he did.
Shit-free food.
Shit free.
Okay. Let's see. Oh man. Let's see. This is my car from high school. Someone says a little punk ass in here.
Oh my god. This is my car from high school. Soundtrack to Footloose.
Let's see. The statue's a barometer for flood.
Yes.
Nobody likes this turn of events, can he? Dope shot walking a truck. Asner drives into a water puddle.
Mm. Yeah, he did.
That's it.
There
It's
you
a
go.
freaking mess down here.
There you go. There you go. Your ear. What about my ear? You got some major hair growth going on in there. Shut up. I'm serious. You need somebody to get in there with like a weed whacker and clean that mess up. You look like me, Tom, Christian Slater. Like, why would you do that to your uncle, man? What are we?
Cuffs.
That's not nice. See me in 2 weeks in the film called Cuffs, where I play Cuffs. You get it?
I'm a detective. Is he a detective?
I'm a PI detective. Cuffs.
Sometimes I break the law to get justice.
I've never made it through that movie. God help him. Oh, man.
Because it's cuffs.
Cuffs. It's me.
This
Christian
summer.
Slater. Do, 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 do.
He's rad. He's
He's
tough.
ra-
Wait, what was that? No, he was in a skate. He's gleaming the cube.
He's gleaming the cube.
This summer, Christian Slater is cuffs.
Do, 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 do. With Mila Jovovich, too. She's 15 in this movie.
Oh gosh.
She's 15. He's
see
an
my badge?
irresponsible. George Cuffs, an irresponsible 21-year-old high school dropout from San Francisco, has walked out on his pregnant girlfriend, Maya. Having lost his job and with no other prospects, George visits his brother Brad to ask for money, who is an officer in the SFPSP. You see, Brad is shot by a man named Kane, who George sees holding the gun. Kane drops the gun and walks nonchalantly away from the scene while Brad is rushed to the hospital. And then he becomes Cuffs. Oh my God, from Wikipedia.
And he's
hilarious.
he's with a 15-year-old Mila Jovovich.
Well, I believe at the time that was her age acting in the movie. I don't think that was her character's age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
that's
sorry.
still-
Yeah. She's
Cuffs.
really young. It's Cuffs.
She's young.
Do, 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 do.
The sky was gold. I was taking tips up until. Oh, that's kind of yeah. All right, what else we got for this? I think we're good.
Oh my God.
I went off a lot about
Yeah,
Slater,
man.
but I just think he's just an interesting guy, Norbert. He's like he has a different some actors, they just look like a cardboard cutout on screen.
Yeah.
I think you could just put a cardboard cutout and just cut the mouth out and have someone just talk through it and it would be fine. But like I don't think Slater's ever felt like that. He just has a very kind of like slinky, hunched over, sarcastic. Like, at least he has a I know Slater in movies, but he does have something, if that makes sense.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. No, there's a certain charisma and a charm. Listen to me, man. New Yorkers, this is what we do. We just bring it to the table. We can't help it, you know? But for some of us, it can be dialed up, it can be dialed down. And then for other of us, we're cops all the time and everything, you know? They even had the music by Harold Faltermeyer in Cuffs, so you could think of Eddie Murphy in a better
Cuffs.
movie. Cuffs, snarky cop. I'm not Eddie Murphy, though. I'm Cuffs. Harold Faltermeyer. Think of Axel F. Except Cuffs.
I need to bum some money off my brother.
Oh, he's dead. I
Cuffs.
guess I need to be a cop now. Because the police, you get it? Cuffs. And you're right. Because we wouldn't be talking so much about him if he wasn't interested, which is exactly the point. Yeah.
I've also I'm telling you, I've said this 100 times, but I do like actors who can survive.
Yeah.
The push, like, and listen, they're definitely blessed, but some actors are just like, just put them in a $200 million movie. And so I like when they give really poor performances in giant blockbusters. And then Hollywood's like, we rushed into this. They're terrible. Then they kick them out. And then they just kind of like job their way back into interest. Like Jai Courtney in Dangerous Animals. I feel like he worked his way back to an interesting performance. Like I like when actors are like, the next big thing. He did one Australian soap opera. Now he's the lead in a $400 million movie. And then it's like, oh wait, no, actually he's gone now. And it's like, right. But then they come back. I admire that. I don't know. And I know they get handed a lot of things, but I do like when actors can do that. Like it shows some moxie, I guess, that they're like, I'm going to stick through this. I mean, acting is not the hardest thing in the world, but still.
Well, it's not that the job itself is hard. It's getting work and being consistent. Yeah. The one thing the writers, that these Hollywood strikes have taught us recently is that actually most actors don't make that much money. So you really have to want this career, so you give him credit for sticking to it, and for not, while not being the best actor, he's far from the worst.
He's got a little bit of something, and it's better than nothing.
Yeah, he's a vibe. He's a whole vibe.
And in the words of Morgan Freeman, a little bit of something is better than nothing. What song is that?
I do not know, unfortunately. I know you threw me the ball, but I let it go out of bounds. I apologize there.
He's got a little bit of... Wait, that's a Train song.
Is it? The Robots They Know?
Well, that's 3 a.m. by Matchbox 20.
It's 3 a.m.
Oh, she's got a little bit of something. God, it's better than nothing.
I say, baby.
Do. Oh, man. This is... Okay, we're going to go out on this thing, but there's that... What's that? 3 Doors Down. I know the lead singer passed away, so I'm not trying to make fun of the band, but they had this song where the music video is about like a guy who's dating this like the lady from She's All That, the girlfriend, not Jodie Lynn O'Keefe, and like she's like super awesome, and he finds out she's a stripper, and he like breaks up with her, but then it turns out she has a kid and she's just trying to feed him. And we watched the entire video, and like we learn that she's like just trying to like pay her bills, and then the screen ends, and then my brother goes, "Oops."
Jesus, oops.
Like the kid's like, man. Oh man. But like my brother's response to that, just going, oops, made me laugh. And I just thought about 3 Doors Down and Matchbox 20 and combined them all into one band.
We're 90s kids. I got you.
I thought that was very funny. Oops. I don't know what I stuck with. Okay. Anything else, Norbert?
Well, Morgan Freeman disliked the movie and said years later after its release, did any of you see this movie? Don't. Just don't. I disagree, Morgan.
Yeah.
I disagree.
This is what cable need. Like Hollywood cable needs these movies. It used to. Like the TNT needed this. This was a needed TNT movie. Your father-in-law puts this on, he's there for 2 hours.
Period, full stop. And even though it cost $70 million and made 20 something whatever at the box office, this movie definitely made it up through VHS and DVD and sales to cable. There's no way this movie is not profitable at this point. There's no way.
There's one thing. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good product. And good movies live on.
That's it. That's it. I'll watch this movie again.
Yeah.
Crack a bottle of something and just sit down and laugh at Christian Slater being Christian Slater, except pulling off incredibly capable action. But at the same time, oh my God, this is my car from high school. You shake your head and just, okay, where's the statue? Where's the statue?
So before we get out here, make sure to listen to the episode that my brother and I recorded about this movie, probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, cool.
I just had to do it again. Jet ski action scenes. I like this movie. I've covered it. I don't think I covered many movies twice, but when this came up on a list, I'm like, I'm talking about this again.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. Uh, Norbert, how's your music coming along?
Good, man. I put a song or two out on the Bandcamp. We got Born Last Night and we got I Still Love You, and they're out there. And there's also a video on the YouTubes. So you can just type in Norbert Morvan and you might see your boy.
Do it. It's a good video.
Do it. Do it.
And
I
listen to
think.
the theme song that Norbert came up with. That's a good one. All right.
That's right. And the next video is going to have cuffs.
Cuffs. I'm Cuffs. Who are you? I'm Cuffs too. What?
My name's Gary Cuffs.
Are we brothers? No.
What? Wait a minute. Are you Lawrence J. Cuffs? Jesus.
Oh, you're a cousin.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that to you.
Cuffs.
Oh,
This summer. Cuffs. Hmm?
Shrug.
I want to have a movie just called like,
Uh,
oh, man, what's like the most generic title ever? Baseball. No.
Socks.
So, but SOX. And it's just me on
That's
the cover
right.
going,
Shrug. He's William J. Sock.
and like there's a
Socks.
lady with like two babies in her arms behind me looking
Mhm.
pissed. And then there's like
Mhm.
another guy handcuffed looking mad.
Mhm.
It's just
Mhm.
everyone behind me look like this guy sucks. I want like Johnny Knoxville in the background going, like putting his hands on his face. And,
Oh
just-
no, doing the Kevin face from Home Alone.
and none of them are in the movie.
None of
This summer,
Oh
an
my God.
uninteresting man named Socks goes on an
That's right.
uninteresting adventure
That's right.
where he
His
finds
brother is
the
killed.
love of a wildly available woman and
Who
wins,
is-
and wins the heart of America.
She's way out of his range, but we know that he's Socks. Oh my God.
So you just work at this gas station in New Mexico and you love video games and baseball and you can fix cars and you don't have a boyfriend? No, but you look great.
What are the odds?
Oh,
Wow.
well, I'm going to Poughkeepsie. You want to come? Yeah.
That's right.
Socks.
Oh man, he's fleeing the law.
He doesn't
because
know
he's
it.
Trying to escape a crime that he didn't commit. That's right.
No, he
Yeah,
did
even
commit it.
accused. Oh yeah, he did actually. There you go.
Just brutally
he
murdered like
sucks.
7 people.
Socks is actually a murderer. Sorry.
But it's like a PG-13 rom-com.
Somehow, with just a lot of S words.
So Mark Hoffmeyer, Valerie Galino, Danny Aiello,
Dan
And-
Floric as Mr. Miller.
and introducing John Leguizamo.
Playing the pest role. What do you mean? What are you talking about? From Puerto Rico. I live in Washington Heights. Every day I'll be talking about it.
Who socks? Socks?
That guy, I see him over there. He stole my socks. I told him I'd have to steal my socks. I'm sick of this shit.
What, the stuff on your feet? No, socks. With an X.
No.
Socks
no.
with an X.
It's taken off.
It's like
Socks.
SOCKX. No,
No.
SOX.
SOX.
Socks.
Oh my God.
Need a poster for socks.
Seriously, man.
It's- all right, so for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for Norbert Morvan, this is Movies. We'll see you next week.
Dubs.